Good morning, everybody, from a fairly coolish Johannesburg. There's a bit of a wind blowing here, so I don't know what the weekend has in store for us. So there's two things I want to discuss with you this morning. The first one is obviously everybody would have heard that we had a bit of a not a shock, but a surprise from the Monetary Policy Committee and SARB yesterday afternoon, where they kept interest rates unchanged to support economic growth and revised its inflation forecast lower instead of increasing the interest rate as many economists thought. So they maintained the benchmark policy rate at 7%. Governor Lesetja Kanayo told reporters in Pretoria on Thursday, because he said that the inflation outlook has improved slightly since the last meeting, but inflation is still too high and growth is weak. They are setting policy to achieve 3% inflation over time, ensuring the current supply shock does not de-anchor inflation expectations. That caused the South African rand to slump a little bit because that was not what was expected. So we will see what happens with the rand in the next few days. They also said that chances are that it will probably increase in the next sitting of the Monetary Policy Committee. Then I came across a very interesting story from an Australian newspaper and a study that so researchers from a Sydney-based company, Sumantra, analyzed millions of sources used by AI search tools, ChatGPT and Google AI overviews. Oh, good God, you can hear it is Friday. They discovered that dozens of questionable websites, sites with no financial licenses, no identifiable businesses, and no accountability were being cited by AI systems when answering insurance-related questions. Now, they then went on to investigate where this information came from, and in some cases these websites appear to be deliberately designed to fool AI. Rather than helping consumers, they were created only to rank highly in AI generated answers. One such site was cited more than 5,000 times by ChatGPT in Australian insurance searches, despite having no verified credentials. So now we're not just sitting with AI making stuff up, but also it seems that websites and information are specifically created to be confusing to the clients and give them wrong information. So there is a concern that AI is changing how people receive advice, but we have to learn that we really, really have to critically think about it and make sure that everything that is cited is what it is supposed to be. And we'll see you next week.